I don't remember. Bro, this probably isn't his process of him getting
Something 96. You were shook when Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run.
Bro, this nigga got all these players and he's 2-5. Bro, both of these crackers, both of these receivers slow. Yes, the Lions.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him in football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It may be cliche, but it is something that if you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Here's Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Yo,
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Look at the side.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
Don't worry about it, bro. God. You ain't got to tell me, bro.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aldrick Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shifts by him. Now he opts for the spin. And a nice spin into some open field.
Are you serious?
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Bruce Ellington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are in for 6.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Wow.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory at the 41. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Devon Kennard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
I'm like that. We got to step up in the pocket.
25. He got 29 yards that time.
Bruh, I'm under pressure, bruh. Bruh, I had to step up in the pocket.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
But why if you see they getting him, it's like they grabbing his face mask.
Cousins to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT.
He only scored off a kick return,
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. The left side completion to Jones. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. You had to.
Now Castle. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. On second down, Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Then I guess you know too, bro.
Cousins now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. His throw incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Kennard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Ellington now to return it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Here's Castle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Now back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
The other play he was doing
off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
Pick.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sandejo. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
D4, D-Crib.
A 10th carry in the game for Cole. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right.
Why you slide?
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
You playing online regular? Why you got the Raptors?
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And they got the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw.
Oh, my God.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I'm about to quit,
nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out to his left.
Bro, what?
Oh. It's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Leopard!
They'll run it here with Blount. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is
he's be on that HTC
react and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, you don't do carts?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and
oh my
it's Green.
God, bro, look at
and inside the 20
do you not see
down.
this?
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Castle now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
This shit was like a bullet.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Bro, it's so crazy because I knew you wanted them live, bro. Because that nigga not even...
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
On play action, they'll throw.
Let's go. Oh, they kept going at you,
and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Hey, that's what they used to call you at the G.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10.
That's what they used to call you at the G.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Oh, you see the move Dalvin just did. He hit the stop playing.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit.
That's caught inside the 20.
Josh, who game you watching? Mines? You watching mines? I keep saying, oh, that. Oh, okay.
2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Because my God.
Once they're through the interception,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson.
I got that play. He just asking that and which plays to pick. At this point,
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
You're going to shoot the gun, the whole gun, and turn into dust.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Listen to me.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leave it, ring up 48.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cousins now on 2nd down.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to give Dalvin that route.
It brings up 3rd.
Oh, yeah, this touchdown on everything.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball,
but
for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this.
Bro, why they don't got quarterback sneak?
This drive, and it was 3rd and short. Okay, they decided to throw the football.
Patriots should have it though, and they played it.
Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
Oh, y'all saw her? Y'all saw her?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Castle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big return down to the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Dalvin and Diggs for Odell and Barkley.
It's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side.
I know he got his receiver, his linebacker.
Down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here.
I threw it late. I threw it too late.
Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sean Robinson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, I missed it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit this stage of the game's second half.
What play is that?
0.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold any.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Stick work. Bro, that nigga got 6 tackles. That's bad. My corner got 6 tackles, bro.
Side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And down inside the 15
Damn,
to go.
I say Josh Donovan only got
12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to...
Josh Donovan.
Vikings. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time
But just say one thing you'll do,
Remember,
bro.
they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the second warning. And the Browns, they've extended the lead in that ball game. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 of the season. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here come the Lions now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, you see why I didn't go to college?
Time for a break. We'll come
back
back and wrap up garbage time after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Castle. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They're going to look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll drop to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He'll set up to throw. He's to the 10. Green's got it over the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Virgil Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. 2-point try coming up for the Lions. This is a crew that was just 2 for 5 on 2-point conversion attempts last season. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field,
if I try to run up the score,
much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight in, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Okay,
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Okay, bro.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
I'm about to say okay.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I threw 2 interceptions, but one, I threw it at the end of the game, like just to throw it up. Dalvin had 3 touchdowns, bro. Slapping in my face. Raw. What? Bad. And Meek hit. Meek Mill. That's not even cheese, bro. Damn, just know Jimmy gotta play me. Just know he gonna lose. I'm gonna fuck up his season.